Good afternoon, PT, and welcome to What's Up Warriors. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maria.
Today we'll have a look at 5 different stories, including a trip down to Schrams Farm, an inside look at the 2016 marching band show. We'll also have our first Warrior Wellness. We'll take a look at the German Club, and we'll wrap things up with Cap. Let's get started. Fall is here, and one of the best fall activities to participate in the district is take a trip down to Schrams Farm. Many families make it a tradition to go and visit the local farm every year. Emma Puchek and Rory Bulware went to see what is so special about Schrams and what keeps people coming back.
Every year, people from all around Pittsburgh make their way to Schrams for its annual Fall Festival to participate in their varying fall activities. Em and I went to Schrams to see what people enjoyed about it and to find out what brings people back every year. How long have you been coming to Schrams?
Our whole lives? Yeah, probably like 14 years.
Ever since my daughter was born, so about 2 years now.
I've been coming since I was a baby.
What is the first thing you do when you get to Schrams?
I usually just go through the corn maze first. That's my favorite part.
I like to take pictures for Instagram.
Probably try to pick out our pumpkins.
We normally pick out our pumpkin, then we go inside and get some honey and some jam and stuff like that.
It seems like the thing that lures people is the pumpkin picking. There aren't many places around this area with such a welcoming atmosphere where you get to pick your very own pumpkins anymore. So with all this in mind, what do you think brings families back every year?
There's just so much you can do here, as you can probably tell. Obviously the corn, the pumpkin picking. I mean, it's just a great family gathering. So I would come back every year if it was my choice.
Just how fun it is, and you get to spend time with your family here and do this experience together.
Because it's like really fun and like warm and welcoming.
I think just like the family atmosphere, and it's just like a family tradition for a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree.
I think people come back to Schrams because it's really fun and they have ponies and they have a hayride and they just have a lot for younger children and bigger people too.
This has been Emma and Rory, reporting for PTV, telling you to stop by Schrams before the end of October for your spooky, scary jack-o'-lantern.
Every year, the Penn Trafford High School Marching Band brings a new show that is bigger and better than the previous year. With their third and final home show coming up, Sarah Simpson and Sierra Rudek found out just how much preparation went into this year's show Out of the Box.
The Penn Trafford High School Marching Band had a successful season last year and are already seeing success with this year's show titled Out of the Box. We talked to the band director, Mr. Cornelius, and some prominent members of the band to learn more.
This year's show is called Out of the Box, and it's about toys, and the band starts in the Jack in the Box, and it's Pop Goes the Weasel, so whenever the cranking part is done, they come out of the box, and it's just really cool because they come onto the field in the box.
The second toy is a wooden soldier, so the band is performing Parade of the Wooden Soldiers. The third part of the show is When She Loved Me, the music from Toy Story 2. That part of the show is about a doll. And then the last toy is a stick horse, and the band performs William Tell Overture.
It's so fun. It's fun, but it still has that intensity that I believe all marching band shows should have. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's so fun, and we have a lot of cool, unique things going on that we have, incorporated into our previous shows.
The students have contributed some really good ideas of visual things to do on the field.
This year's show is it's really fun. It's a whole different concept than we've really worked with before. Everything in it is really magical and kind of childish.
It's an amazing feeling watching the show coming together, and it's just amazing to go from that page 1 to I think it's page 56, and just seeing it all come together, and they just add things in there that just really adds to the show.
Oh, it's amazing, honestly, just watching the show transform from band camp to the final performance, and it all just comes together.
We have 2 home shows coming up in October. On October 15th, we have 8 other bands, and it's a PIMBA, Pennsylvania Interscholastic Marching Band Association show. And on October 22nd, we were selected to host the Tournament of Bands Region 8 Championship.
The band has had a great season so far, but it's not over yet. Make sure to come out and watch them host the Tournament of Bands Region 8 Championships on Saturday, October 22nd at Warrior Stadium. For PTV, this has been Sarah Simpson and Sierra.
hand, foot, mouth disease unexpectedly hit PT early this school year. We sent Brendan Burns and Sarah Gabani to talk with Nurse Popovich to see how you can stay healthy and prevent the risk of contracting this disease.
When school became back in session, hand, foot, and mouth was on the rise. We sat down with Nurse Popovich to see what we can do to prevent this illness.
Hand, foot, and mouth virus is one of those viruses that we don't even know you have it until you start showing us the symptoms. A lot of times, 3 to 6 days before you see any symptoms starting, that's when you're in your contagious stage. You will get a high fever, and then you may or may not start to see a sore red throat that is hurtful, blisters or little pink dots on your hands and feet. One of the strains that we have seen of hand, foot, and mouth has actually been kids who are susceptible to acne. We have seen the hand, foot, and mouth attack the areas of the acne, and it's been real bad for them on their hands, their faces and things. So we treat the symptoms. For the pain is definitely acetaminophen, ibuprofen. For the blisters, you just want to keep washing your hands, and so that the fluids of the blisters, though that is contagious to other people, so that's when you don't want to be around other people if the blisters were to break. Foot and mouth is a virus, the flu is a virus. They're all viruses, it's just different how you treat them because of the symptoms. And many of them are similar symptoms: sore throat, swollen glands, achiness, body with different things. You also have a high fever. So it's best to treat the symptoms and how you're feeling. The biggest way you can prevent hand, foot, and mouth is not sharing things with other people. One, water bottles, drink bottles, even using hair brushes, lipsticks, Vaseline, things that you're putting on your body and you're sharing. You do not want to share things.
Now we know how to protect ourselves from hand, foot, and mouth. This has been Brendan Burns and Sarah Gabani from PTV. Stay healthy, Warriors.
You've seen that Spanish classes celebrate the Day of the Dead and the French classes celebrate Mardi Gras, but did you know that German classes have their own celebration too? We sent Chen Soames to Oktoberfest to find out more about this celebration.
Every year, each language class gets to choose a cultural event to celebrate. German classes decided to celebrate Oktoberfest. We sat down with Frau King, the German teacher, to get an inside look at the celebrations.
So Oktoberfest is a 16-day celebration that takes place in Munich, Germany. It always ends the first weekend in October. So this year they're actually extending it to Monday, October 3rd, because it happens to be a holiday in Germany, so they are getting an extra day in for Oktoberfest. So it starts mid-September every year. So here we are having a Penn Trafford style Oktoberfest celebration during our German classes during the day. So we are having some ham and cheese sliders, pretzels. Pretzels are very German. The ones we chose this time are filled with cheese. We are having very small potato pancakes. Potato pancakes are very traditional in Central Europe, especially Germany. And then the famous Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, or Black Forest cherry cake. It's chocolate, it's cream, it's cherry layers.
Aramark is also joining in on the Oktoberfest celebrations.
So one of the things that we kind of have the opportunity to do right now is, with the new facility and not being on the program, we have the opportunity to do some menus that we didn't have the opportunity to do before. So one of the nice things about that is that 320 daily feature line that we do on main course. In October, I believe it's on a Monday, we're going to be doing a special Oktoberfest menu that day. So we'll be offering like bratwurst that day with mashed potatoes, and we're doing like Black Forest cake along with that, and sauerkraut and everything, just to try to hit that, that dynamic for that holiday time. And when Day of the Dead rolls around, we're going to be doing a Mexican feature on that, and we'll be doing our Thanksgiving dinner on there, the Christmas dinners. So, and we can do more. We can do pies now this year and all kinds of crazy stuff.
And we talk a lot about having intercultural competency among our students. So I think it's very good to branch out into other foods and into other celebrations to better understand the world.
I think it's really nice, like what the international classes are trying to do and incorporate that stuff into their curriculum is nice, but some of those kids that don't take those courses don't get to see that food, and it just broadens their horizon, and it gives us another option to serve on the line and give them, instead of just the same stuff every day.
This is Trent reporting for PTV. Auf Wiedersehen.
With a new leader this year, the Community Action Program is set to take on a variety of new and returning projects. We sent Alex Wargo and Nick Desmond to interview Nurse Popovich and some officers to take a look at what CAP is taking on this year.
CAP is a very important part of the community here at the high school, so we sat down with the nurse and some ranking officials to see what CAP is really about.
CAP stands for Community Action Program, the Community Action Program of Penn Trafford High School. We are a group of students who will sign up for different projects throughout the entire school year. There are things like babysitting at the elementary schools during their PTO meetings.
So I chair two of the babysittings, which is McCullough and Harrison Park. And that means that basically when the parents meet for their PTO meeting, they bring their kids and we watch them, make sure they're safe and happy and having a good time.
There's different things throughout the entire year that the kids can sign up for. There are things that happen right away, like the collection for Connellsville. That happened and we had to act.
Another big project I was involved in this year was the Connellsville Drive. We collected money at the gates and supplies. We had a lot of donations.
We then asked about the Big Buddy program, which is one of the most popular projects in CAP.
The Big Buddy program is a very popular project, and it's one of my favorite, quite frankly. I've done it, this will be my third year now that I've participated in it. And then April comes around and they get to come up, we'll have a snack, watch a puppet show. You get to talk to the kids and really interact with them and learn how their year went, which is really cool. And then they get to see the high school, and a lot of them, they've never been up here, so they get to see how big it is, and they're really fascinated by how much larger scale this school is compared to their elementary schools.
Our CAP members are 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. We have students of every grade. And in fact, this year, so far as of today, we have 338 members of the CAP program.
This has been Alex Wargo and Nicole Desmond reporting for PTV.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of What's Up Warriors. We will be back in a week for a spooky Halloween show filled with fright and fun.
Until then, you can call me Maria.
And you can call me anytime. Have a great weekend, PT.